Monday night, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a holiday thanking the Lord for the harvest. And usually on this day, most people get paid for not going into work, but I think that the farmers have tried and worked so hard this summer just to sow the seed, harvest the land, plant the seed, cities, and farrow the land. In the land of Moses, harvest and farrow and cities, thanksgiving for the turkey of three. I'm working on this equation that um, somebody else has already created a design, or how can I say it? I'm going to show you the piece of what it is. Now I call this the Loshu design. Okay, where 1 and 9 is here, where 8, 3, and 4 is here. Now, usually I show this design this way, where 9 is at the top and 1 is at the bottom, right? But I'm just going to show you the way they did it. And by them doing it, what's happening here is 8, 34 DC, 51 Mars, 26 Dog, 52 Earth. Do I understand this correctly? 15, the reverse time of Mars, and 31 and 13. These are very special, these two numbers. Okay, 1221 and 1331. You see the way it comes this way, this number, and this one comes this way. This is showing you the 9 effect, where the 8 is the average, 2 and 6, 8, 3 and 5, 8, 1 and 7, 8, 8 is the total, 2 and 1, 3, 3 is 3, 3 is 3, 3 is 3, 4 and 22, 31. The thing is, the alphabet must stop over here. Remember, this is a Loshu setup. In the Loshu setup, okay, what is going to happen? What they set up is 111 for each one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. When we get 16 by 11, it's 1776. 222, 222, 222, 666, 666, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 111s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 12 times 111, and that is going to be 111 times 12 equals to 1332 divided by 2 equals to 666. 666 is already noted as 333 because 6 and 6 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. Another thing to note, it is 313 having the 7th gate. Another thing to note, that the 7th gate and 313 is also noted in gematria, on the gematria scale, where you go A, B, C, D, E, F, and then G is separate, and then H, I, J, K, L, M is 654321. So the G is separate. So in this area is the 9, which looks like a G. So when I say 9 looks like G, and 6, we also regard it in the psychological sense, where psychologist says, what is the first thing you see? And the first thing you see is that reality. Another thing, when you multiply it, it equals to 1. When you add it, it equals to 3, 1 and 3, 1 and 3. So everything will now equal to 4. When you minus it, it'll equal to 4 and 3, and that is your DC, or disconnect energy. Connect, disconnect, connect, disconnect. Now what's happening? That we connect and we ask for something to come in, and then as it's coming in, we disconnect, and all of a sudden it's lost. They spoke about this in a video that I was watching, and I'm not sure if I can find that video right now. I'd like to share it. And the video is right over here. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. It's called And then at the time, if you want to see what it is up here, for anybody who wants to punch it in, I started listening to this at the 33 minutes. And this guy confirmed to me exactly what I was thinking. And mostly science people watch this, and this is what they said about it. They connect, disconnect, and the loss of memory. They connect, the disconnect, and the loss of memory. I'm not going to mention whether it comes through a juncture or a box, but I'm going to make this a little bit bigger now. And actually, I'm going to make it smaller and go back to where I was in this design over here. Now remember, we can take 8, 8, 8, and 8, but every one of these 8s will calculate something different. This one, 2 times 6, 2 plus 6 will equal 12 and 8. Minus it's 0, 4. Adding and multiplying equals to a total of 20. So your multiplication and your addition, in which I want to show you that in the 9 house, it becomes a multiplication. And the reason it's a multiplication, that when you use a single square, you cannot cut through the center. The only time you can cut through the center is you make two x's, one over the other x, and then you can follow the in-between lines. When you follow the in-between lines creating this, you will split this design over here. Let me see. You will create that. And remember, 11, 11, right? 11, 11. When you connect this, you will now get the kite, or 1/4 of everything. Do you follow the quarters of everything? And the only way to do this is this way. This is the first one. 11, 11, 11 is this one. 11 times 11 times 11 is 1331. And we spoke about this. And hold on a second. I want to break this. I'm going to be jumping off this video onto something else. When you have 1221, the word says Abba. When you have 1331, you have AC, DC connection, because we cannot get the letter count. If I work up that the alphabet starts at 11, you will have Baba, right? If we start the alphabet at 11A, 12B, 13C, instead of 1A, 2B, 3C. Do you follow what I'm saying? So if we start it this way, we still get the same letters. So we now get Aka. Now, Aka is also a color. It seems to be in the purple and black house. I can't remember where it comes. You can also say Acadian, but the letters for this will also say McDonald's, more or less, or Mickey D's. It becomes the DC world. 77 is Christ. It becomes the church, because when we put the two letters together, it creates the 8. At the same time, when you multiply this, it becomes 16. 1 and 6 is 7. It becomes 3, 8, 3, and 3, 7, 3. These are separated, leaving 3 on the outside. When you get that, you will also get 171, 181, and the reason for that, you will also get 272 and 282. The cycle of the moon inside the red sun, because 3 is a combination creation of 1 and 2. That is your combination. The reverse of this to the 7th gate, according to this cube over here, where 2 is the opposite of 5, right? And 1 is the opposite of 6, where 6 is showing you it's the half-life. Therefore, 1 is the penetrable 5 position half-life of the 9th birth, because of the position of the square, the 1 center of the 9th position to 8 around 1 singular dot in the 5 position. A, E, and I all accomplish to hold on to this position over here. So now I want to go back to this, and there's just so much to talk about. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7, which is 1771, will create your 7 and 8. When we go to the deck of cards, that 7 and 8 are connectors. The 6 goes to a moon, and the 2 moons connect 1 moon in 7 and 2 moons in 8. Only 35 and 26. This is a factor of these 3 results. This is a factor of these 3 results. And these results are the factor in the addition clause, not in the multiplication clause. 2 plus 1, 3 plus 0, 1 plus 0. So we know the factors here are in the addition, because if it was in the multiplication clause, this would be 0, this would be 2, this would be 2. There would be no multiple over here. There's nothing to multiply. So your answer would be 6. This would be 4. This would be 3 is 7. This will be 10, and we won't count this. So this area will say 10. This will be 16. This will be 9. This will be 0. We won't count this over here unless we add the 1 only. So we're adding the single digit. Do you follow what I'm saying? We have to make up an equation for this. I'm just showing you what we could do. I'm not doing it. It'll take eternal if I have to do it. And even if I get a result, the result is all discussable, debatable. Okay? Now, I set this board up this way. And at the same time, when I set it up that way, I went 8, 17, 26, 35. This gentleman or woman went 8, 26. He went 8, 17 on this angle. By doing it on this angle, it shows me he's running by the 9 house, because the only way to find center is here. When you do it by the 4 house, it's 1 and 4, DNA. 1 house, 1 center, and the 4 center. 4 centers 12, 1 centers 8. 8 and 12, 2 times 6, 2 plus 6, bringing these two together, 26 being the dog. So we're going to go back into this, inside this area over here where it is 8, where it is 1, where it is 6, 8, 1, and 6, as over here, 8, 1, and 6, total of 15. 48 equals to the sun. 84 is your Pluto. Pluto DC to the E world. When you have this number over here, it is a creation of 7 times 4, 7 plus 4, equals to 28 and 11, 28 being the cycle. The cycle inside the church, 83 is the church, 1 and 3 is 4, 1 and 11 equals 1 and 2, and it is the church of Father. Now, who is this Father? I do not know. The energy of time, heaven, electric. Father, Father. So I'm going to continue on to create this. When we add them all up, the 10 position, 1, 2, 3, 15, 18, 19, 20, 27. 1, 2, 3, 1, 6, 10, 19, 27. And they all happen to have the same answer. And all of the same answers, 3 is actually 30 because it's in the 10 position. And 9, 3 and 9, 3 and 9, all representing the red sun of Saturn, because those are the numeric values. Saturn will bring in the moon cycle. 1 and 1, the reverse is 66, speaking of the split of the 7th gate. 1 and 1, where M and N are the switch in gematria, where 57 is the numeric value for the moon. 165, 185, 165. 12 equals to 3, 5, 3. Electric company through the motion of the moon. When we bring this one up, in this area, 25, 32, 28, we freeze in the cycle of the day, the cube creation, 335577. Christ passing, the command of the Christ, Jesus Christ, is right over here, 77, Earth, and 33. When we have these two over here, they're talking about the red sun in Nibiru. 523 is the BC world. Add 1 through 6 equals to 21. Remember, when you get to 21, you've achieved the half-life. 10 are 2 worlds. 1 through 4 equals to 10. You add up the next 2, you have 11. 5 and 6 will equal to 11, when 1, 2, 3, 4 will equal to 10. 32 and 28 equals to 60, 70, 80, 81. The total here is 84. The total here equals to 50, 60, 70, 82, 92, 96, 106, 116, 126, 136. The total is 138. 22, 26, 35, 45, 55, 63, 64, 65, 75, 85. 22 and 36 is 58, 68, 78, 79, 80, 84. Made a mistake in the first count. We add this up, equals to 40, 40, 76, 86, 94, and 44. Let's see if I got that right. 9, 29, 39, 40, 50, 60, 70, 76, 86, 94, and 44. Let's do it again. 44, 54, 62, 72, 82, 92, 98, 108, 109, 138. So it all works perfectly, 38 being the church, 100 being the 10-10 worlds. What is the 10-10 worlds? It is 2 of these areas. So now we're going to have to create 2 of these areas. Remember, in order to have 12 months, 6 and 6 does not show a split. The split is at 7 and 5. So that's where we go 1 through 6 equals to 7, and then the other side is 6. That's where you have your 13 moons, because we cannot split 6 and 6. We need a divider, and that will be 6, 1. 6 is our divider. The chicken lays its eggs for 6 days. It stops on the 7th day, and then it lays for 6 more days. The Monopoly board, okay, has 169 area squares, 13 times 13. When we go around the first area of 1, we have 8. We go around it again, we have 16. We go around it again, 24. we go around it again 32, we go around it again 40, we go around it again 48. 48 goes around, creates Pluto, and the Monopoly board is 48. Why is it 48? Because Monopoly areas are too high and 4 to the corner. This area over here will bring you your 40, but this area over here will bring you your 48 when you're turning the corners in Monopoly. Do note in Monopoly, the last piece to get is the Mediterranean. You have 2 dice. So now that we've established all of this, 5, 12, 15, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 19, and 5 is 24, plus 2, 4, 5, 6. So that would mean 60 and 24 is 84. That would mean 110 and 28 is 138. That would be 50 and 34 is 124. Pythagorean count. 4, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 2, 6, 7, 8, 14, 18, 2, 6, 7, 8, 18, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'll be 108, right? 9 and 18, did I do that right? Let's do it again. 4 and 6 is 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I forgot this one, 10, 11, 12. This area over here will be 12. We must put a little bit of this on top of it. These are very good to use. 120 and 18 is 138. Representation of left and right, 3 and 9, Saturn skies, Pluto. This one's Saturn skies, this is cycle, this is DC, this is day of man. Here we have 26 and 9, 35, 42, 43, 44. Did I get that right? 4, 5, 6, and 9 is 15, and 7 is 22, 23, 24. It wasn't 44, it was 24. 24. The other one has to be 6. 2, 4, 6. 6 and 24. It's now repeated. 5 and 34. And this one over here, 9, 10, 16, 24, 25, 26. We have 28. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 and 28. So this one and this one repeat. This one and this one repeat. These two are singled out. Now we have to do it this way, and there's many more calculations to do in here, but we're going to leave this at this. I did not do it this way, where it works out this way. When you do it this way, it works out one way. When you do it my way, and it's got to be done all the ways to understand all the possible numeric calculations that'll bring alphanumeric together in basic numbers. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.